Hello, can you hear me? Type in chat 1 if you can hear me. Uh-huh. React to react to react? I don't know. I don't know, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, Rastaman, what's up? What the fuck is this album about? Is this guy tripping? What's up? Mm-hmm. What the hell is this trippy shit? Are we gonna save this somewhere? Watch later. What do we have in watch later? Let's see. What do we watch later for? We saw that. We saw that. We saw that. Never mind. Oh shit. fuck? Wow. Wow. Review. Exclaim what? What? Hmm? How a criminal became a drift king. If you see this, the YouTube algorithm is bullshit. Oh, what am I seeing, bruv? What am I watching? No, thank you. The fuck is One doing? Ore, ore, ore.
sweep? Yes, we did, bro.
Yeah, like if they want to set up a new B play right now, okay, Gamer Leads are going to make a move, which is good. It feels like they were about to just gear up and run up the ramp in the same way.
60 seconds. Another attempt on B.
They can blow it open if they want to.
3 gamers are here. Rez
tries to spam through. Good shots from
nice.
Towson.
Good spray.
And Rez then reopens his side of the bomb site by peeking in off those 2 kills. Good commitment from Rez to help
shop. Jame alive, you already know he wants to save.
They needed to have that double naded or run through as soon as it came. The smoke came up.
That's a tilter, bro.
It's obviously such a standard spot to be playing back there. 25 seconds. All right. Well, that was a chance for a kill, but...
All right.
All right.
Yeah, dangerous one. Ipex just running around back there with his knife out.
One's over.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
Settle down now. Whenever James alive, you can't be being that careless.
Any cheap blue-colored skin suggestions for $5 or less dollars?
Oomph for Paravision on the exit of the ramp.
It did. You know, they got they needed the smoke open, but then they started strafing left to right, and
blue.
Obviously, the smoke is good.
Okay, давай middle, давай.
Давай, shut the fuck up, man. What language do you speak?
So this is just a little too easy.
Shut.
Survived his youth. This video has 400,000 views. Yeah, this is me. This is my first driver's license photo. I was 16 in this, and I think I was like 22 or 23 in this. Yeah, so this is like way back in the day. 3,000 years ago.
Every day for the past 4 or 5 years.
Oh god.
I've had to take painkillers every night to where I'm not in agonizing pain.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was a bad time.
It's me.
For many people, my existence is a soulless...
Asmongold is a fascist.
Degenerate
millionaire who has cockroaches crawling on him because he can't throw out his fast food garbage.
You know, I've got a story to tell you guys, and this
oh
story
man.
I like kind of being the villain.
He is
It's like the intro. It's like... This is like, oh yeah, how this guy ended up murdering 17 people.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
I am an animal.
I am,
Jesus.
you know, almost 30 now, and I play video games.
Almost 30 now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Day. I live with my mom.
What are you most excited about?
People that like... Oh, God, bro. I remember this. So this was the same time that I remember I was dancing around her with like a plastic axe, and I was bouncing it around her head, and I accidentally bonked her on the head. She got so fucking mad.
People that like hate me for living the way that I do. It's mainly the people that push themselves into a circular hole whenever they're a square peg.
Asmongold is in the final stage of becoming a roach.
Is that true? The metamorphosis is almost complete.
Triangle. I'm not like any...
Oh my god, bro, like... This is just... At Walmart being a retard.
Name.
Just literally being a retard at Walmart.
This other stuff. I myself.
Asmongold makes millions of dollars per year, yet he lives the same life in the same house where he once lived on food stamps while taking care of his mother.
I
lived this exact same life whenever I was 21. Like, if you go back and you watch videos of me from literally over 10 years ago, you're watching this. This is
yeah, I was like 19 in this, maybe 20. Man. That is insane.
It's the same person. Yeah, that was my desk, by the way. I got this one last night. Yeah, it's the same drink.
He's one of the most watched streamers and in many ways the most unique personality to get as successful as he is. But being...
That's probably true. There's a lot of... See, I think that's the reason why a lot of people are vexed by me. Is that I am a person who has done everything wrong. I didn't care about school. I don't care about other people's opinions. I don't care about how I look. I don't care about what other people think. I don't care about really anything. It's still gone well. And I think the reason and what happened is that The fact that that's the case, I think that a lot of people see that and it makes them mad because they did follow all the rules. They did do what they were supposed to do, and their situation isn't what they want it to be. That's the reason why. That's why they're mad.
Some people, not all people like that. Some people don't care, mate, if they're rich about you.
An outlier.
Just those people who just wants to hate. Haters gonna hate, man. You're gonna become bigger. You're gonna get haters, man. Like or not.
Has been part of his identity since childhood.
As a kid, I always felt like I was very different from a lot of other people. People thought that I was a little bit off, a little bit weird. I've always had a big problem with being able to like relate to other people.
Yeah, I think that growing up, I was just very used to just detaching myself from things and accepting things for how they are.
I live in Austin, Texas. I've lived here pretty much my whole life. I moved here when I was like 6 months old.
We didn't live in the projects, right?
Oh my God, bro. Like back in the dark ages. In the dark ages. That's my KFC shirt. I remember this real well.
But we were one of the poorer families in a working class neighborhood.
Yeah.
His mom and I were separated for a while, and then we got divorced.
My parents are divorced, and I lived with my mom.
I grew up very poor.
We basically barely skated by most of the time.
My mom, you guys got to understand that, like, we would literally, my mom, she would have $20 in her wallet with no $20 on the horizon. She didn't have a job. There's no money coming in. I'm like, can we get
No wonder the father left.
can we get Taco Bell? She's like, I don't know how much money do I've got $20. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, let's go. That was it. Did not even think about it. Yeah, didn't you still have a home? No, things could have been worse for me, but yeah, we were very poor. Like, she made under poverty like every year, basically. That's why that's how we got food stamps.
And primarily the reason for that, honestly, is because my dad. My dad always paid child support, etc. At least until I was 18.
When you were growing up poor, like, tell me about
like 17
what it was like
or
to
16
go to
in
school.
this.
Oh, it would suck, right? I mean, like, especially if everybody else had X or Y thing and I didn't have it.
This is whenever I was a little kid, by the way. Keep this in mind. Like, by the time that I was in high school, I loved going to school. I never skipped school. I never did. Because that's where all my friends were. But like elementary school and middle school, like, you know, there were some good times and some bad times, right?
I never skipped school, but school was shit, man. Don't recommend. Don't go to school, it's bullshit, man.
Is that you? I was 17 in this.
You know, there would be many times whenever I wouldn't have something that it felt like everybody else would have, or I wouldn't be able to do something that everybody else could do,
No, I never
or
did.
I couldn't look forward to something that
class.
everybody else could look forward to.
Oh, this is whenever we would play Smash Brothers in class.
And it did feel bad to be like that one person that didn't have it.
This early challenge taught Zach a powerful truth that's going to become the core of his personality.
I cared a lot about wearing Nike. I cared a lot about wearing nice shoes. You know, I really tried to you know, like, take myself seriously. And I remember my mom bought me a really expensive pair of shoes at Academy, and it was awesome. And
it was $100. It's a lot of money.
People would think I was cool, etc. You know, I tried to have
They did, by the way. It was a really great pair of shoes.
a good impression, do the right things, say the right things, wear the right things, be the right kind of person. These types of things and the materialism
Me
of it,
and Lowell, this was our first day of school in 2005. Yeah, first day of school, 2005, grade 10.
Very appealing to me. It was very important to me. It was part of who I was as a person. I basically
Man, those were the fucking days. With the Halo 2 t-shirt on. Yep, that's right.
Hello.
Absolutely.
Hello too.
And I remember he would come over at 7 in the morning or 8 in the morning. Yeah, no, it was 7 in the morning. And we would play video games. We'd play Halo, and then our two other friends would come over, and we would be doing 4-player split-screen Halo at 7:30 in the morning. And then we would go to the bus stop at like 8:15. And I remember we would sing Baptist church hymns but nobody knew any of the lyrics, so we would just add in Jesus every once in a while, and then we get on the bus and we listen to Kanye West, and we'd yell out the window at people at 8:30 in the morning, calling them the N-word and the F-word.
Oh,
and then sometimes we'd throw rocks at them. But usually that was on the way back home. Yep. And this was all before school.
And I basically allowed that to kind of be part of what I identified myself as. That was the case all through elementary school and also all through middle school. The real formative moment for me personally was in high school. At the very beginning, I went to a more upscale, a richer high school, much more superficial, much more like, you know, like a higher
Did not like this.
My dad wanted me to go there. The kids would drive the Hummers to school.
Oh, yeah.
And it was very obvious that these kids did not buy their cars from their McDonald's part-time job, okay?
I didn't really fit in there.
They were very brand conscious. They were very conscientious about what they would wear, how they would look, how they would appear.
People are very, very conscientious now about how they're perceived. And I think that the internet has magnified this and made it worse. I see people all the time who do things that they don't even want to do, but it's because they are worried about being seen a certain way or not being seen a certain way. They're totally controlled by the opinions of other people, and I think that to some degree everybody is, but to the degree that some people are, it's really unhealthy.
And whenever I looked at those people, I thought it was so superficial and so worthless and so meaningless that it was just very off-putting and weird to me. I was also looking in a mirror, and I realized that those people were doing the same thing. I was just doing it to a lesser extent. And if I had as much money
Look at
as
all
they
those
did,
teeth. Oh my God. This was me in Austin at Taco Bell. Holy fucking shit. I remember this is whenever Cataclysm came out. Yep.
The guy changed.
Fuck. The original teeth? Yeah, those are, that was version 1.
I'd be just like them. And at that point, I realized that
Bro. Just a fucking retard. Just an absolute fucking retard. Am I doing a gang sign? Yeah.
Damn. So what? They thought it's cool. Kids in
I
it.
realized that I didn't really want to be like other people. And I had
I don't want to be like other people.
Identity. Then I ended up getting transferred over, and I went to the school where my friends were.
Yeah.
It was at an early age that he began developing hyper-competitiveness and
They were
love.
doing videos.
He was always into video games.
Oh, God.
From the very
Yeah, I
start.
was basically a computer nerd in a lot of ways, yeah.
When he could not stand up, we had a big ottoman. He would be leaning on that thing, playing.
I will never forget whenever my dad was like, you know what they used to call?
No wonder his dad fucking left them. Holy shit. His fucking kid himself couldn't even stand up. Playing so many games.
Black people in the 60s, and Tectone is like,
what?
I don't know, the N-word? And my dad goes, no, worse than that. Who says this?
Mario.
Well, I would go and I would repair the computer, so like different classes. It's really fun. I enjoyed it a lot, actually.
What just happened in the game?
Oh, God.
You know how mad he gets when he loses something or he fucks up on the games?
Eric, what just happened in the game? I lost. Wow.
You know what? You want to know something funny about Eric now? Is he's bald. He's bald now.
Yeah.
I'd be sitting at the table and I'd be hearing,
He says you're next. That's what he told me.
He starts getting and then, he throws the controller down.
So who'd you lose to?
Yeah, this is how obnoxious and annoying I was. I was like, who won, who lost? And I wanted Eric to just say that I was the one that won.
And he throws himself on the floor. No.
I wanted a video camera whenever I was 11 years old.
I've been
So
making
obnoxious.
videos and doing
I am so fucking obnoxious, it's insane.
videos, and I've always been interested with like film and
Well,
everything.
how the
like
fuck
that.
did you learn? How did you grow up, man? To be a bad man.
With my friend's video camera.
That's Zach and Cody. Holy shit.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, and there's Cameron too. See the top of his head. Yep.
With my friend's video camera on Christmas 2001. I was 11. My dad got me a video camera for Christmas, and ever since then I've been making my own videos.
This was the part. This was exactly when I hit her in the head with the battle axe. And this was right before the video where we went to Walmart.
Yeah.
Yep.
He looked like a fucking crazy dude that would kill his own family,
man. I
man.
lost hold of it, and it bonked her on the head. You can even hear it.
Oh, shit.
I was uploading videos to MySpace.
I've always loved the idea of making videos and sharing my life and sharing...
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, man. A bunch of bone skeleton fucking...
It's been a long road.
Doodling around.
Things that I think are funny with other people.
Like if I was born in like today's day and age, I would have unironically been 6 or 7 years old uploading content to YouTube.
In 2006,
I had my mom record that video.
Zach stepped into a world that would shape his life in ways he could never have imagined.
Wow. I started playing WoW in 2006 in July.
Yep.
I bought the game, and I didn't ever even play it. I bought the game from this kid at school in my computer class. I take the game home and I put it on my bookshelf, and I just didn't really think about it for probably 3 or 4 months. My buddy had just come back from the summer because
This is actually not this guy. It was the other guy on the computer. It was, where's the image? I don't know if it shows it again. But yeah, it was Zach. Zach was the one that, it was, Lowell never got into WoW. We tried to get him to play it, he wouldn't play it.
Dad lives up the street, so he had just showed up, and we had been playing Halo and all that other stuff, and so we didn't really, we were kind of bored of playing Halo. Like, we would just get up and play Halo.
Damn, I used to play Halo.
That's all we do. You saw that I had in my bookshelf, I had this this little box, and it was a World of Warcraft game. He's like, dude, you have World of Warcraft? I'm like, yeah, I have the game.
It was a smaller one, but yes.
It's the best fucking game.
Yeah.
You know, so the first thing I do is I go to YouTube, I look up World of Warcraft, and I see a video of this mage soloing a dragon. And I'm like,
it was a Fax Monkey video. I remember this very well. And yeah, like I was like, oh, is this game any good? And I watched a video of it of like a guy soloing a dragon. I said, this is the coolest shit ever.
This is the most badass fucking game in the world.
Like a young Asmongold, I wasn't taken seriously by anyone. I was a 16-year-old loser.
And you can see, can you guys see why nobody was taking me seriously? Can you see why that happened? Why did everybody think I was retarded?
Wasn't taken seriously by anyone. I was a 16-year-old loser. I would go to school. The teachers would treat me like a fucking idiot because I was a fucking idiot.
There you go.
It's not like, oh wow,
that's right.
You know, they're so mean to me. No, they're not mean to me. It's because I was a fucking idiot. You have your friends that are planning out, you know, I want to be
I don't
this.
I don't remember what this even is.
That. And they're talking about going to school and going to college. You have friends that have had girlfriends at that time, like 3 years. They're talking about actually, you know, being really
fighting with
serious
sticks in the
and,
backyard.
You know, things get more serious between the two of them.
Yep.
Life is progressing onward, and for me personally,
oh, man.
I always felt like it wasn't really like it wasn't progressing for me.
You know, that kind of changed a little bit whenever I went into Burning Crusade.
It's your fault for acting stupid.
Was whenever we went to Steak and Shake, remember? Sure, I remember.
Flash,
there she
fantasy,
is.
And fixation are the features that contribute to the addiction that millions cannot shake.
Everybody was there. We were getting there.
And he just found his community. He just found the same people, the misfits.
Because I'm just gonna keep playing.
For an online game called World of Warcraft.
If I actually took the week off the launch of the game so I could sit there and play it all day and don't have to worry about working.
There's a new version that's about to erupt.
That's what happened for me too. Is that the next day after Burning Crusade came out, it was a snow day at school. And it legitimately made me believe in God. I was like, there's no way this happened on its own. There's no way.
Still been a retard. At those times, like, that's why.
Just to get Burning Crusade.
Damn.
Burning Crusade.
And we went home and loaded up.
She would be on that fucking game. This is all she did, by the way. Is she would just go and sit
That's why you had only $20.
She had so much money in the game, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, so much money. No, in the game, no in real life.
So the game comes out, And it puts me on an even playing field for the first time in my life with anybody else.
You know, I became a successful player, and then a successful officer, and then a successful raid leader in my guild.
So Zach, what have you been trying to push the guild to do?
Wow. It's not, you know, how
What have I been trying to push the guild? You know what I was trying to push the guild to do in that video? Kill a bunch of critters for a guild achievement.
They are, how old they are, what credentials they have, or
That's
anything
what I was
like
doing.
that. The only thing that matters is the effort that I can put into game versus the effort that they can put into the game.
I went from having people like call me, you know, a loser or whatever, to like complimenting me and like saying, you know, you've been working, you know, this is like, you know, your character's really great, you know, you're doing a lot of DPS, you're a great leader, and so all this other stuff. And
for a young Asmongold, this acceptance meant the world.
I was just then.
Well, it's not even really the acceptance. I think that what it really was that, like, if you're a young guy, video games are one of the first places that you can get into where you're actually on an even playing field against people that have a structural advantage in real life. And I think that's the reason why video games and like those types of games appeal so much to young men, is that you can have a place where you can seek validation and have a victory in that game that is owned by you. And, you know, you're not, and like the fact is, like, obviously everybody knows, like, now that we're older, right, we know, like, you know, kids kind of have an advantage because they don't have anything else they have to do, right? But like whenever you're a kid, you don't really see it that way, and you feel like, okay, finally, like, we're on the same playing field and I'm succeeding. And I think that's why a lot of young guys get so addicted to games.
No,
it's not that deep. It is.
It's
even deeper.
Upperclassmen in high school.
For some people, again,
You know, and it was the first time that I was really
not for everyone, mate.
interacting with people that were older than me.
Speaking for himself, though.
Bro, like my world
in this community.
I remember we took this photo because the room was clean. Don't
Do
think that
you?
like the room was always clean. It was not.
Look at that.
Actually becoming part of the world at large, rather than just a small group of friends and then school. And I think that gave me a certain amount of self-esteem that you can't really get anywhere else.
Yeah.
His love for making videos and his passion for World of Warcraft.
This was so like this is the way WoW used to be. Is that like right here? This was like 2 days after I killed the Lich King. And like Zach and all of his friends from Waco were down. Like, you know, these are like, you know, fucking 10 guys that like I've known for fucking like almost 20 years, 15, 20 years at this point. And they came down and they were like, so what was it like beating the Lich King? What was it like? Well, tell us about it. What happened? And they were all over at my house.
Damn,
and this was in the
nerds.
morning. And I was just like, I don't fucking know, bro. We just killed him, right? Like, that's all it was.
No biggie.
For World of Warcraft merged in the next hobby he took on.
I made my YouTube channel right after I
No
graduated
biggie,
from high
mate.
school.
Something
Joined
like that, yeah.
August 29th, 2008.
I made this YouTube
about
channel
that.
because I was going to go to school in the spring. I was ready to go to business school, and I had been accepted. And what happened is my mom got
23
sick.
years,
I
mate.
felt that I kind of had to stay home, and so I kind of was taking care of her and helping
Oh,
her.
jeez. This is a bad time.
It's not fucking miscalculating. That's
It's your boy.
17 years.
So I made this YouTube channel.
Yep.
Just
80
because, you know, as I
years.
said, I've always loved doing videos, and I've always loved. I've loved.
To be fair, like in this, like there's a bit of a disconnect that didn't happen in 2008. It was in 2013, 2014, right? So like the 2008 YouTube channel was like just a personal one that I had made for myself.
Warcraft, obviously. And so I decided at that point that, you know, I would take that time and I would really do what, you know, a lot of people had been asking me to do. You know, I just kind of wanted to make these videos and help people. And today we're going to be talking about something big. It's about how to get achievements.
All I did back then was make WoW guide videos. That was all I did.
Today, I want to show you guys how to solo Mythic Blackhand to farm for the Iron
Damn, he looks the same. Just a bit more like a skeleton.
Carries for those mounts.
Something, and I'd be like, this guide sucks, I can do it better. And then I'd go up there and I'd do it better.
Today we're going to learn how to farm Borean leather.
At the same time this was happening, like a lot of my friends were obviously going through college, finishing college, you know, having girlfriends, like moving in and everything. And I was worried about, you know, number one, my mom dying. Number two, being homeless.
At this point,
That wasn't a good time.
I pretty much had no money. You know, my mom didn't have a job. I didn't have a job.
This was 2011 or 2012.
3 years after making his account.
This was the time where I was pretty much, ironically, at the peak of my degeneracy.
Oh my God. By the way, The place where I fell through the ceiling was right here. So I basically fell where I fell where the Christmas tree was. Dual wielding? Oh yeah.
I was probably one of the highest rated warriors in WoW.
Exactly.
At the time.
Important.
Great,
Very
but,
important.
Not necessarily in real life.
I went to the dentist and they did like a complete, I don't know, like a diagnosis, exam on my mouth. And bunch of they said it would be x-rays. $50,000 to get all my
a lot of
teeth
money.
and everything fixed.
If you look at my old videos,
Not
a lot
good.
of those
Just
videos,
get your
you
teeth
notice
out,
that
mate.
When I smile, I cover my mouth when I smile.
And if I didn't do that,
To be yellow fucking teeth in
I
it.
would lose my teeth and that'd be pretty much it.
Throughout the next 7 years, I was not able to afford dental care, and
Yeah, I
I was
remember
not
that.
able to afford really any sort of medical care whatsoever.
I would have these toothaches that would get so bad that I would pass out from the pain.
Yeah. And you can see, by the way, like this is what I'm saying. Like if you look at my face now versus then, that's why my face was so caved in then. Is because I didn't have any teeth. That was it.
A lot of my teeth fell out.
During this period, Zach tried a few jobs, but none lasted very long.
Worked at the IRS for a while. Tried to work at Sam's Club.
Well, I never wanted a job. That was one of the reasons why I didn't have a job, is I didn't want one. Like, all I really wanted to do was collect government welfare and jerk off and play video games. That was all I wanted to do. There was never any sort of grand design. What do you want to be whenever you grow up? Nothing. Nothing. Didn't your dad give you a lot of shit for that? He did. He did not like anything that I did. Like, growing up, he was so, like, the way that I looked at everything was the exact opposite way that he wanted me to look at it. Absolutely.
Didn't really go very well.
Zach. That's me, by the way.
Yeah.
I thought that I would just have a shitty job, play video games for my whole life, and then die.
I was not motivated to go to school or to get a job. And let me fucking tell you something. After working at Sam's Club for one goddamn day, I put in more applications that night than I had put in the last fucking 3 years of my life.
The shitty job is actually a lot more shitty than I thought it would be.
The first day I come home, and the first thing that I do is I look up enrollment for like the colleges. And before that, I worked for the IRS.
Oh, I used to work at the
I love working at the IRS. I hated working at Sam's. That's why I quit.
government.
So we would have to process documents, right, for like, tax purposes and everything. Before I started streaming, I was in business school. I already had one business degree, and I was getting another one to transfer over to
UT Law, or maybe Baylor, depending on which one I would get accepted to.
Yeah. And then I told my dad. My dad was very happy about this, right?
Then I decided to play World of Warcraft instead.
What's up, y'all? It's me, it's your boy Asmongold, and today I've kind of got a little bit.
I had originally, so the reason why I dropped out is that I was making $1,500 a month. And I was like, okay, well, I can make a living on $1,500 a month. Why would I need more than $1,500 a month? So I just, if I'm already making the money and I don't have the degree, what the hell do I need the degree for? So I just dropped out of school. Yeah, that was it. Like, I said, okay, well, fuck. But it's that simple, right?
Announcement to make is that I'm going to start streaming.
And my dad, like the whole law school thing? Like, yeah. Would you apply? I'm like, no, I'm going to make videos about World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
And so I started streaming.
He was not a fan of that originally at all.
Kind of whenever I was bored. I remember it was like my dad went on a vacation,
and I would usually have dinner with my dad, and then I basically had no responsibilities. I had nothing that I had to do.
And so a lot of days whenever I would normally go over to his house, I would just instead go and stream.
Put yourself in debt.
Listen, dude. The Asmongold struggle right at the very fucking beginning of streaming, that was a grind. That was a fucking grind.
I started streaming
I was uploading videos every single day.
Very seriously on a very regular basis.
I pretty much stopped interacting with a lot of friends of mine because I focused pretty much just on streaming and on making this as much as possible.
Did you guys ever fight about this? All the time. Like, there was a lot of friction with me and my dad growing up. Like, if you want me to be honest, like, there's a tremendous amount of friction. Like, I would be so mad at him for a lot of things because, like, he would rule. I'm always pushing. Like, I very start accepting, or even parents weren't happy thought. Like, even how he's gonna start making big, like, he had the things that, and Toshing, I'm like, whenever only think Kids? I don't have
on
kids.
YouTube.
Whenever I was doing YouTube, that was whenever I really had to grind.
This was New Year's.
Because I did YouTube a lot farther before streaming.
Streaming was
Whenever
easy.
I went onto Twitch, people kind of knew who I was because I had a couple of like semi-viral videos in like the WoW community at that time. And then I started like getting a lot more popular on Twitch, and things kind of just snowballed from there.
Asmongold is now one of the most watched streamers, and over time, his content has expanded to political and social commentary.
That is the largest political commentator in North America right now.
Broadening his audience while occasionally drawing him into controversies.
I'm on MSNBC.
Video game streamers, Asmongold, who said he's out there acting like he's guilty.
My mom.
Oh, about those Epstein files. Yeah, I remember that.
And for the past 10 years, I've taken care of her. I've been, in a way, a caretaker for her.
Oh, jeez.
She was 70 years old. She was overweight. She smoked. And she basically lived her life like a college freshman.
Alright, this is my mom.
Yep.
She's been playing for a long time. She's on Warcraft.
So I spent so much time with her and with only her.
Yeah.
How do you think about this?
That's what got her, by the way, the fucking cigarettes.
Smoking for 50 years gives you something called COPD.
Since she was 16.
It's kind of like she's playing on a Nintendo 64.
Yeah, she would roll her own cigarettes, and my dad would always criticize her because she said, you know, your mother could never roll a joint for shit, and nothing changed. Even in 50 years, she couldn't figure it out. And the thing is that he was right. He was completely fucking right. She couldn't. She could never figure it out after 50 years.
Do you think you're gonna go for server first, level 85?
She went for server last.
I think not.
Really?
And over the years, it's just gotten worse. That's the way the disease works.
What's holding you back?
My lack of skill.
At least she's honest.
Man. That was a long time ago. It's crazy how long that was.
Asmongold stands as a polarizing figure
Boom.
because he embodies a rare online authenticity. His words aren't crafted for approval, but spoken exactly as he sees them. It is this
That's the problem.
honesty that allows people to see themselves in him, making his character deeply relatable despite the controversies around him.
It was a good video.
It
was nice. Some of
Yeah, man. I mean, the guy collected all the stuff about Asmongold. That's it, man. Barely any commentary, but he just collected the facts and just showed it. The videos speak for themselves.
these, I forgot I even had some of these videos up on the internet, like the one with asking her if she's going to get to like level 60 or level 85. Like, I forgot all about this. And I even forgot that I had her on camera, even on stream, talking about Burning Crusade release. I forgot a lot about this. Yeah. And the comments, what are the comments on this? Yeah, this video has so many views. Holy shit. Yeah, I'll link you guys the video. I thought it was pretty nice. And your old videos have been hitting the YouTube algorithm like crazy. Well, that's probably not a good thing. Yeah, I'd say that's probably bad. Watching people talk about you today is weird and dystopian. I don't really ever think about it. Yeah, it's not really a thing to me. I never really gave a shit. I mean, it's people would talk about me whenever I was younger too, because I would always do things that would get people to talk about me, and usually they weren't good. Like, I will say that. I mean, usually these were not the right decisions. Like, for example, I remember I was in a sociology class and I said that we should use people that are disabled for medical testing, like guinea pigs. And that was the last time that I was included in conversations. That was about it. Like, that was the last time that they were like, well, what do you think? And I said what I thought, and they said, okay, well, anyway, let's get back to being normal. And that was it. Shock. Yes, exactly. Well, what the fuck? Well, no, it's just like, I mean, I don't know. That's just how I think. Yeah, I was like 17. Were you wrong, though? I mean, I think you're kind of wrong. I mean, you probably should do it to people that are bad rather than people that are disabled. I mean, like, I've changed my opinion. Like, I don't think you should do it to people that are disabled. They didn't do anything wrong. You've got plenty of other, like, you know, rapists and stuff like that. If you're going to use anybody for medical testing, you should use them. Right? I mean, like, so it's just really a matter of priorities more than anything else.
What the fuck are these talks about, my? I don't know. Don't know. Intelligent drum and bass.